Hi, so chapter on semi-precious stones, eh? These little puppies, these crystals. This is the smoky quartz. This helps with your third eye. This helps with your third eye chakra and helps with your seeing beyond the veil. Now, the whole point of this exercise is to understand what we have here. We have something that's been made of this earth. We have something that carries a vibration to help with all sorts of different problems. So every element has a different meaning. Every element has a different job, if you like. Hematite for grounding. This is for seeing with your third eye more. We have others like citrine. Citrine. That's supposed to help you with wealth and common sense. So all these things have vibrations to help you in life. And what this exercise is about what you feel in the semi-precious stones. You also want to be able to feel whether it has enough energy and whether it feels alive to you or whether it needs re-energizing, whether it needs to be sat near kyanite or in some running water for 10 minutes or out in the full moon at any stage. So these semi-precious stones have lots to give. Many people carry a few stones with them in their little pouch, in their pockets. And they also, it gives them confidence. It gives them, I guess if you like, a blanket of safety or a blanket of getting the vibes right, a blanket of getting the vibes right for gratitude, appreciation, and the manifestation of what you actually want. Or maybe you need some strength to stand up against your boss. And so there is a couple of stones that would help you stand in your power. There's other stones to help you love, perhaps particularly hard people to love. Malachite's great for that. You can hang out, and that's the love stone. It's very much of a green chakra heart stone as well. And so those kind of vibrations, or even for self-love. And so many intuits have gone into the directory, if you like, of Mother Earth, of the gems, of the semi-precious stones, and they have felt the vibration of what these stones mean. So they really trusted their intuition, and their intuition guided them to certain semi-precious stones to help with healing, to help with issues in life, getting rid of anxiety, want to manifest more money, want to feel more grounded, don't want to live in the clouds anymore, want to have more confidence. So all of these things that stones can actually really help, and they also have an affiliation for parts of the body. So a true crystal healer will have particular gems or stones to go in particular parts of your body, and you can lie down on the table and they put them all over you. Or some crystal healers actually have a massage table that opens up. They put the appropriate gems or semi-precious stones in between, close down the lid. You then lie above all of those gems in those special healing tables. Fascinating. So being really sensitive to those vibrations is really quite important. Now, this chapter is about how you can read them. So first of all, you want to center yourself. You want to find a little bit of grounding for yourself. Take a moment, take a small meditation, ask the masters, teachers and loved ones to come in perhaps to be with you, and then just place the crystal in your hand. Where's one of mine? Fluorite. What do you feel, first of all? What do you feel is regards to the shape, the way it's cut, the smoothness of the surface, or is it rough? Is it more natural, like an amethyst? How does that make you, how does it make it feel on the end of your fingertips? Really what we're doing, we're seeing with our fingers, and that's how it is. It's about seeing with our fingers and what we touch. And then go within yourself a little bit more and take that crystal within your hand and see how you feel. What does it generate? Does it generate any emotion? Does it generate any anxiety or happiness or joy? Or does it feel quite neutral? how do you feel in yourself when you're translating those emotions, those feelings? If you have somebody hold a particular semi-precious stone for an hour or so, and this is almost touching on psychometry, and once they've held it in their hand for an hour or so, you then take this semi-precious stone and you can then read it. It will have their energy imprinted on it, and you can see what's going on with them, only if they ask you. Remember, there are ethics behind this and integrity, and coming from a place of love and trying to do good. This is not having somebody play a trick on you and tell you bad things. They are vulnerable. This is about relating what you feel about them. It may not be what is going to come up, but it might be something that needs to be maybe thought about, reflected upon. It could be something that you have a decision to make, and that can guide you with that decision of what your next step is. So take that semi-precious stone in your hand and just take a moment and close your eyes. What do you feel? What comes up through your hands to your heart, to your mind, to your gut? What are your noticings? What are the different feelings you have? Is there any guilt? Is there any disgust? Is there any joy? Is there any sadness? Is there any fear? Is there any anger? Is there any elation? Only you can feel that. And it takes practice. And so this chapter is about learning how to read the semi-precious stones, how to help somebody else pick up on their vibration through using semi-precious stones. And it's also, it could be about you defining stones, and you can see what they stand for by intuitively, like the elders did. And then maybe you could look it up in the book and see if you had the same vibration as the elders had for that particular stone, be it a carnelian, be it a mica, be it a pyrite. Do you have the same outcome and the same feeling of that particular semi-precious stone? Do a table, see what you feel, and perhaps do a table every month. Maybe on the first Saturday of every month you set yourself time away, and you can then see how much you progress over the months by keep practicing reading those semi-precious stones and what they stand for and whether they have enough energy, and then use them about your person to give you strength, to help you stand in your power, to help you stay grounded and not fly off into the clouds and have different ideas and flighty, which is a lot of fun, but not always practical. So play with it and see what you notice on your tables, and then you can compare, and you'll have a comparison about how you're changing and how your intuition is getting better.